So Rudi Smit is joining us. You are in Cape Town right now?
Yes, that's where I live.
Yes. So I was just saying we are crossing country lines right now because I'm in LA.
Absolutely.
You are fully in Cape Town, which is South Africa, just far, far away. We are in different time zones, and I so appreciate you being with me right now. I have been watching you on the tube, and I mean the YouTube, and just Instagram and all of your different things. So let me just give kind of a wrap up of, you know, if people have not seen what you're doing, you need to get on the train, baby. Get on the train, because you have you have a dance company, right? And then you also have an online program that you are highlighting all of these dancers in. You know, the latest, probably the Beyonce video where you have like 70 different dancers, and then you've got like all these different countries that you're that like are represented in it. So where's your inspiration coming from?
Well, I think I had hit a place where I was like, what am I gonna do during lockdown? Because obviously, like all my touring jobs got cancelled, all of my corporate jobs got cancelled, like everything just kind of stopped. So I was like, what can I do that's gonna inspire me and that I'm gonna have fun doing, but that other people can benefit from as well? And then I thought to myself, I travel and teach a lot, and I get asked to teach choreography very particularly. So I don't really do a lot of training classes anymore. And it's something I love doing, but no one ever really hires people these days to teach training lessons because it's all about choreography and the world of choreography. So I thought to myself, how can I kind of combine training and choreography and have like an end reward that everyone can kind of work towards? And then I had come up with the idea of creating the online program and then creating a video where I bring all these people together from different countries who might not ever get the chance to meet each other, or maybe one day they will, who knows. So the idea of that was just really cool. I love the idea of like bringing people together from other countries, teaching them choreography, still creative directing a video that I put together myself, even though I'm not able to physically be there. I just thought it's a cool thing to kind of keep me afloat, keep me active, something to enjoy, and something that'll contribute to the growth of other dancers. And I think I've been enjoying that so much because some people have joined the online program all the way through from number 1 to number 3, which is the last one I've done. And I can see the growth, and that's what's really cool. I love that. I can really see the growth and how they're listening and adapting and really implementing the knowledge that's been given to them. Sorry, I love to talk, so we're probably going to be here for a while.
Well, the good part about it is that people can still find you online. We're not going anywhere. So what I want to know is, are you putting your classes, are they videoed and then put on demand, or are you teaching live? Like, what's your process?
So I was kind of familiarizing myself with Zoom, and I realized that I really don't like Zoom, because I feel like, because you're seeing everyone, the data usage is just crazy, because you're getting like your own video out, and then you're getting up to 20, up to 30 people's videos back. So I decided, like, I can't do that, because our internet situation here in South Africa is also just not the best. So I was like, what can I do to make it a little bit better? And then I decided to go the private Instagram page route, because once someone had paid for my program and they signed up to the Instagram page that I'd created, the class was only accessible to them because it was a private page. So that way I could control kind of the feedback and the data issue, and I could make sure that the classes were running smoothly for the most part. And then I would just save them and keep them available for those who live in different countries and who can't join at that allocated time slot. And then about a week after the program is done, I just delete everything altogether, and then I start choreographing the actual video and sending everybody their individual pieces and all of that.
That's awesome. And I was looking, you know, on YouTube, some of your videos have like millions of views, you know, so that's crazy town, because one, you're not necessarily a pop star, so you're not you know, putting out the music that isn't getting choreographed too, but you're doing it to music that, you know, Beyonce and people who want to like see some great choreography to her music. So where do you decide what music you're going to choreograph to, or who the artist is going to be, or do people reach out to you and are like, because I saw your Me Too video, so what is your philosophy on like picking and choosing your songs?
I think usually the program that I do is 7 days long. So if I have to be really honest, when I get to the fifth day, that's kind of when the training and the choreography that is not related to the video ends. And usually on day 6 and day 7, we spend time on the like chorus sections of the video that everybody has to learn, because I've tried to kind of include everyone in the choruses and then choreograph individual pieces for individual people. So to be honest with you, I just kind of, by the time I get to the 6th day, I just sit down and I'm like, what do I want to do? Like, where's my mind going? And then I feel like the first thing that kind of pops into my head and that feels right and sits well with me is like, that's what I'm going to do. Like, I never really plan it. I just end up finding something that I like at the time, and then I'm like, okay, let's develop a concept off of this. So the next one that I'm going to be doing is actually Britney Spears, like a Britney Spears compilation, mega mix thing. It just happens. I just kind of find music that I like, and then I'm like, okay, cool, this is where we're going. And then I just develop the idea from there. There's nothing specific that I do really. Like, music is what drives me. Like, I don't really ever come up with concepts or anything before the music. It's always the music that drives the idea.
Yeah. Well, so who are you inspired by? Who are some of the people that you kind of, I guess, grew up looking up to?
Uh-huh. I was definitely very heavily inspired when I was younger by Brian Friedman, Blake McGrath, Miguel Zarate, just these like queer men who were in the industry, dancing the way they did. I was just like, this is what I want to be and express and feel. Those were definitely like my early inspirations. And now what's so cool is I've been on faculties teaching with Brian and Miguel before, which has been really cool. So I've gotten to meet them, spend some time with them. And then inspirations now, definitely Paris Goebel, Toby Diederan, lots of European choreographers, Mechner Jazar, one of my really good friends. Lots of European choreographers. I love what Europe is doing right now. The choreographers, they're insane.
Well, so where do you see yourself fitting into this whole online situation? Are you going to continue your programs, once, we're all kind of back to whatever it is we're going to get back to in the studio, or do you see it kind of tinkering down, or how do you feel like you will continue?
I think I'm going to continue for as long as we're in lockdown, I suppose. Unfortunately, South Africa is the 5th country in the world right now with the most infections. So I think we will still be under lockdown for a while. So as long as lockdown continues, I'll probably end up doing this. But I really am very interested moving forward in creating these opportunities in the actual like countries I go and visit, because I travel and teach quite frequently under normal circumstances. So I'd like to start making this program a non-virtual thing and actually doing it in person, creating the videos in person, and then one day bringing everybody together somehow from all the different countries. Something like that would be so epic. I would love that.
That's called the Olympics,
Yeah.
Bringing all the countries together. So maybe that's your next thing, like, because
maybe that is.
You never know. Well, so who would you like that you've not worked with as far as an artist? Who would you love to choreograph for?
Oh my gosh, so many female artists. Lady Gaga is like high on my list of someone I want to work with. Janet Jackson, I would love to work with. Normani, I would love to work with. A girl group like a Pussycat Dolls or a Little Mix, I would love to work with. I definitely see myself working with female artists, 100%. And Jennifer Lopez as well, I would love to work with.
Definitely. Well, I mean, they are all at the forefront of their career right now at the heights. You know, Pussycat Dolls has just come back out.
Uh-huh.
J-Lo, I think, is going to go on tour next year. You know, so you've got, and, you know, Lady Gaga just put out some stuff. So, you know, I'm sure there's plenty
Yeah.
of opportunities. It's so funny because a lot of times when people are out on tour, that's when they're creating. So while they're out is when
Uh-huh.
you can just like slide in those DMs.
Yeah.
Like, so I have this idea for you, right? So, where do
Hmm.
you think, as far as the challenges for you or other people in this whole online platform,
Hmm.
can be solved? You know, like what you obviously went from Zoom to kind of going like, I'm not in it. Let's do my own thing. Has there
Hmm.
been any other issue that maybe has come along that you're like, I need to have this work for me? Like as far as using an online platform or utilizing the internet to connect with people. Like, do you find
Hmm.
yourself solving those kinds of issues on a day-to-day basis to make sure that you stay relevant or anything like that?
That's a very good question. I think what has just been really important for me is just generally creating content during this period. Um, because I just kind of, once things go back to normal, I just don't want to have people look at me kind of like, oh, well, he didn't really do much. So what are we gonna what are we going to do with him? Like, is he worth booking for a job, like moving forward? I just wanted to really make sure that I'm like remaining as relevant as possible and pushing myself to create things that I haven't necessarily created before, or just creating in a different way. So I think
Yeah.
the idea of working to stay relevant has 100% been a hurdle I've kind of had to jump over by being consistent with posting. So I've
Yeah.
really been trying to do a lot of that, and I have luckily been successful in posting a lot. But I
Yeah.
give myself time to just kind of take a break, because sometimes it gets so crazy. That Beyonce video that I put out, I don't know how many weeks ago it was now. I spent like 75 hours probably editing that, because of the little screens I had to do and
Mm-hmm.
putting people together on the same screen and syncing them. Like, it was so much work. So I just try to like put stuff out, but in the same breath also just take time for myself to relax. And I think that has been the most important thing that I've been doing during this time, is just having a nice balance between working and relaxing, so that I don't like go crazy. And I've also just had a lot of time for like introspection during this time, and
Yeah.
just trying to decide where I'm going in my own life, where I'm going in my own career, what I want to do next. So my next project that I'm going to be putting out is actually going to be all about that journey, and it's going to be something a lot more personal that like no one has really seen from me, because I don't show that side of myself. So I'm
Yeah.
like really excited to create that, because I've been going through a lot internally and mentally that I want to share with people, because I need to get it out. And I also like, I want to express those things. I don't want to sit on it and act like it's not part of my life right now, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if that even answers your question. It's a very
Yeah.
difficult question to answer, to be
Sorry,
honest with you.
I'm throwing the hard ones at you today.
No, it's
Well,
all
so
good.
no, I think that, you know, with I had no idea you did all of the editing for all of the videos that you've put out,
Mhm.
which is massive. But I
Yeah,
think that,
thank you.
you know, if there's anything that I can just throw at you for what you need to do in the future,
Hmm.
is your own film. Then, you know, with not just other people's music, but come up. I mean, you're a director and an editor and a, you know, a creative visionary. So I think
Hmm.
that if anything, if you can add that to your to-do list, I want to be the first to
Hmm.
know when your film comes out, because you have
Yes.
skills. You have skills, and I
Thank
think that you're
you.
a great storyteller. So,
Oh, thank you
you know,
so
make
much.
sure you let me know. But I
Yeah,
I
thank
definitely
you.
think that you have so much going on, and if you haven't followed him, make sure that you do. At Rudi, RUDI_SMIT is your Instagram, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And do you have any other handle that you want to publish or have people follow you or find you at?
That's probably like, I think everything is on Instagram for me lately. So that's
Okay.
the most important one. Yeah.
All right. Well, I so thank you for taking the time, and I wish you all the best. I know that, stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside.
Oh, thank you. Same to you. Same to you. I hope
All right.
everything is okay that side. I know the numbers are really high at the moment. So also stay safe and take care of yourself.
All right. Mwah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.